Hey drummers, hope you're well. Yes, I know it's not the same on V drums, but I'm on the V drums today. This is a shout out to Aaron, Alan, Joey, and everyone else who's looking at this one, but those 3 channel members in particular who've been asking about this recently. This is, of course, Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams, and in particular that fill, right, the bit at the end. That's the bit that people always ask about. I actually, like, incredibly, really, I've never done a playthrough of this song on this channel, so I'll do that shortly. But this is just that bit at the end. Boom, 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 ba do blah do blum. That's the bit people ask about the most. It goes like this. It's a 2-bar thing. As usual on the channel members page, I'll put the notation and a practice along version. It goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Don't worry about the exact toms as such. I never think that's a big deal. Quite often, to be honest, on gigs where I'm playing this song, like functions, weddings, sleazy corporate parties, military gigs, whatever, like, functions where you're playing this song. I sometimes quite often only take 2 toms anyway, so don't lose any sleep over which exact toms, but on some toms, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the main sort of feature of this, by the way, I should have said this was played by Pat Stewart. The main feature of this is a lot of those hits in the first half of the bar, and even going to the second bar, are on the ands. They're on the offbeats, which is kind of cool. Aaron in particular was saying that is a band that he plays in, sometimes the singer can get a little bit confused when this comes back in. Man, they're on the offbeats. Like, if you're keeping your pulse, if everyone's keeping time, there's a particular reason to be thrown off here. But I get why that, it's not. Whereas a lot of this tune is like boom, ga, boom, ba. This bit is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, boom, 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 ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, ba. So it's got like a bit more syncopation to it. So I get it. Let's just roll it. Like I said, lots of hits on the ands. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, don't worry about the exact orchestration on the toms, and it sounds to me like it's kick, snare, and like floor tom or a low tom all together at the end. But again, if you change that, not the end of the world. The feel is the thing. So let's now go slow to fast to slow. I waffle on about that enough on this channel, so let's actually do it. Let's start slow. We're going to work it up to speed. We might even go a bit faster than full speed, then we'll bring it back down. Follow me. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. A little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And 3 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Last time. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So 3, 4, 1, 2, here it comes. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Lots of hits on the and. Now, people often talk about counting in various ways. People say, I find the counting really helpful. People say, well, the counting's pointless, so just listen to it and play it back. So I personally feel like when you're working on something like this and you want to play it exactly like it was played in the first place, the counting can be really helpful. It might be that you just hear it, and if you're playing it right, cool, that's the end of that story. But if you want to build it up, I get that it's quite challenging, this, depending on where you're at with your drumming. The counting can be really useful. The counting, for me, is what we bring in when we're going slowly, when we're in the working out stage. I don't think counting is something drummers do. It's not something I personally do once we're at full speed. Most of the time, it's something we do when we're in the working out mode. And what it gives you is a grid. So in this case, you'd count the eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on that grid, you're either basically playing a note or you're not. And that's why the counting is really useful, because it takes all the mystery out of it. You, in a good way, you again, you got your grid. You basically, it's on or off. You're playing a note or you're not. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we play on the beat at first, on the 1, several ands, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and then you've got 2 and 3 and 4, like every eighth note is played there. One last time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Like I say, as ever, full notation and a practice along version that you can slow down, loop, play along with all the rest of it on the channel members page, link below. Thanks a million. Shout out to, like I say, Aaron, Alan, who else? Joey, and the other people who are working on that. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. As channel members, you're amazing channel members supporting this channel. You're the people who get to choose and suggest the future videos that are coming up. Hope you find this helpful. I'll do a full playthrough, note for note playthrough, as best I can of the song shortly. Thanks for watching. Cheers.